Okay. Hey, hold on, man. I was literally trying to start the session. Let's have a look at fleet mechanics. I literally just wanted to test that things were working before I did like my little "What's up, everybody? How's it going?" It's Beric, aka Dan's Great, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough. Okay. So yeah, before I was rudely interrupted, what is up, everybody? How's it going? It's Beric, aka Dan's Great, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy. This is session 2, first session. We got a feel for things, got the final adventure rolling on the channel, and already we've made some decent progress. We've learned a few things, and there were a couple of question marks I still had in my head. Namely, one of the main things I was wondering was, how does equipment work in terms of like the weaponry, and does it connect to level ups? Now, I did do a little bit of research on this, and from what I can understand, it doesn't actually matter which weapon you have equipped. Like, if it works for you in battle, it's not going to affect your level up. So, for example, I saw someone saying, for example, like hammers are good for white mages to use. And, well, statistically, it looks like a good idea here. My fear was that if I equip a hammer, it's going to affect the white mages' like intellect growth and like the power of their spells as they level up. That does not seem to be the case. The way the level ups work, from what I've understood, again, I've done a bit of like surface level reading. I didn't do like a deep dive to really check out the mechanics and stuff. But it's basically, you have like a predefined increase based on your class per level. And then you have a 1 in 8 chance of getting an increase in the other stats. So there's like an RNG element to it. And not everyone is going to end up with exactly the same stats. Now, if you're really going for like the absolute best possible, I think like, you know, you can call it min-maxing in quotation marks, then apparently you're supposed to basically kill off certain characters that you can, don't let them gain experience in a certain class, and then later on when you're able to upgrade or change your classes, certain classes have better stat gains than others. So from the get-go, if you give someone a better class, like for example Master instead of Black Mage, then they're going to gain levels more quickly. Obviously we're not going to dabble with that stuff, this is the first playthrough, I don't really care about that. But just as a little overview of how things work, that seems to be the case. So you don't have to worry too much about what you have equipped. And I think, for example, Vivi getting the plus 20 HP, I rolled the 1 in 8 for HP growth. Because obviously you have like a predetermined HP growth anyway. But for Vivi's class, obviously it's not very good. So I didn't have a look at like what are the predefined sort of stat growths, but that is the general idea. So I started by giving the white mage the hammer, and well, I guess this could work, but we'll see. I want to compare like magic damage and stuff. I want to see if it genuinely affects things, and we'll find that out in this particular session. So I came back here. I'm not sure if there's much I need to do. I'm gonna have a quick look at the shops again. This does have lower level stuff, but I just want to double check before moving on. Yeah, so white mages can use hammers, and black mages can use knives, which I find interesting. Okay. Fine. And we've also seen that obviously the armor can be quite effective, because in these kind of games, it's like if you get above a certain level of armor, it basically ends up dropping the damage to 1. And obviously that makes a huge difference. But I think ultimately we're probably good. How are we doing item-wise? 4 potions, 2 antidotes, 1 eye drop. Maybe I should just get a couple more things here in terms of items. And then I think we're going to jump in the ship and head west. So just a couple more of those. I think ether is quite expensive. Maybe I'll just have 1. So I'm going to spend basically all of my money on some extra items here. And then we're going to continue the adventure. So yeah, there was talk of needing to head west, I think on the ship. While I was editing, I remember the dancer told us something about like a cave to the west, or marshes to the west, or something like that. So I think that's going to be our next move here. And we'll see how we do. Alright, let's go. We're going to keep encountering Sahagins here. Yeah, still no level 2s for her. They were quite expensive, so I didn't invest in any of them yet. So we'll just attack for now, and I want to see how the hammer does. Okay. Yeah, so it took an entire party's worth of attacks to take the chief out. There you go, that's a little better. Obviously, they're never really going to hit the same way that the warrior and the thief will, but... Nice. I generally just want to track along the coastline a little bit more. Was this bit originally blocked off? I think it was. So I want to investigate this little bit first. Oh, shit. These wolves are also dangerous, man. I think I will use some of that magic. Yeah, if they go too... Wow, that was good damage. If they go too quick and they all pick on Vivi, then we're going to have trouble. 4-2-1, okay. So I think I want to change to a knife, and then the next time I fight a wolf, we'll have a look at the damage. I think Oren is the only one with truly good armor, where against most stuff he's really not taking much damage. Does that level up? No. Okay. So, we're going to change to knife. Again, my assumption here would have been that, well, the staff does more attack damage, to be fair. So I don't know why I would change it. I don't know if it's based purely on intellect score or if it's based on attack as well. It's like some combination. As I say, I didn't look at that, like those deep mechanics things. I mean, the accuracy is notably higher here, so it might be worth a look. But the accuracy of the hammer is obviously pretty low, so it's not that great. But we'll see. Continue on. I mean, not exactly sure where I'm going, but we're continuing on. But as you've seen in general, a lot of ambushes here, man. I think the ambush rate is quite high. Okay. No, actually. I'm going to try and attack these guys still. Let's see. And we're going to do another fire, and we'll see. Last time we did 41. We'll see if it falls within, like, random variance, or... Oof. Lock's getting picked on a lot. Look at that. Wow, that's unlucky. So, 41 last time. 42. Doesn't seem to make a difference. I mean. So, yeah. It does seem like you can basically equip whatever you want. Whatever you think is better for the physical aspect of battle. And I think you just go with that. Let's cure... Lock. I think to get us out of trouble, we're going to continue to use a little bit here. Wow. 68, they still survive. That's annoying. Yeah, my cure's not that much better here. But I think these walls will give us good experience if we can continue to survive them. Alright, so... HP increases. Apparently there's something called a strong HP increase, so sometimes they get a strong one, which is like an extra 20-25 per level. There you go, big one for VB. So again, this one I don't exactly know if it's a predetermined increase or if he rolled it. I think he gets like 2 levels where he doesn't get an increase in the third one when he does. I think he's... Yeah, because if we start at level 1, it's been 2, 3 was low, 4 was high, 5, 6 was low, 7 was high. So it might work like that. Yuna already only has 1 cure left. So we do have to be careful, like things run out very fast. I think that's the one thing I generally am not as big a fan of with this D&D style magic. It's like you only get 4 cures, and if you're trying to use protect, obviously like you barely get any moves. Compared to the random encounter rate, it's very minimal. So we're gonna have to be careful. Let's see what this is. Is this the cave? Mount. Let's speak to this guy first. Rally ho. Lally ho. Of course, it's close. I'm hoping there's no random encounters in here. Hey, you gabbed... Wow, this one's hard to read. Have you gabbed with our Smith? Smith? in the smithy he is. Okay. I'm not even going to try and do an accent for that one. Those are like... When you try and read things with a bit of an accent, and they're written in an accent, it's kind of like doubly hard. With a crystal eye, even the blind can see. I hear that the dark elf Astos nicked the one belonging to Matoya. Okay. So we're on track, I think, in terms of where we need to be. That sound, that's Nerik. He's smashing rocks in the back of the cave. Mind that when it comes to defense, a good armlet can be every bit as vital as body armor. You should try that one out sometime. Okay. I'm looking for some leverstone. It's supposed to be an amazing material that makes things float in the air. Okay, let's go inside some of these bits here. Hello there. There might have been some nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. Okay, so this is the kind of NPC dialogue. Like, he's a guy that's far away from the castle, and he's giving you this little tidbit that you need to try and remember. Nitro powder in the castle treasure room when they sealed it up. Okay. I'm really glad I changed the original music though. The crystal eye, even the blind can see. Okay. Oh, nice. Wait, did the other one have it as well? Like, it looked like a table. If there wasn't 2 of them, I would have assumed the middle chest was a table. Okay, that one was a table. Just double checking. Right. Yes, it's Smith. Smythe. If only I could have some of the legendary metal adamantite, I'd be able to craft such a magical sword. Yeah, okay. Not so fast. Those are just for display. You can't fight with them. You had canny fate with them. But yeah, I've done enough Scottishy accent over the years. The earth has started to rot. It began in the west, and now the decay spreads. One thing that's the most, basically from my end, the most difficult thing about doing these types of playthroughs where it's not voice acted is obviously I see the lines for the first time. I don't know what to expect. And if I don't read them with if I don't get it right on the first take, if I need multiple takes, to make it like a smooth experience for you guys to watch, I need to edit in the right take. And that involves more editing, but it's hard to make it look seamless, because obviously sometimes the background visuals or the music has to skip a bit and that kind of thing. So I do my best to shield it. And so anything that reduces my chances of getting it right in one take, not just the reading side of it, but the tone or like an accent or whatever it is. It's very difficult to do in this kind of LP type format. So sometimes I kind of just have to give up doing something like that just to really save myself the pain in editing. And well, it's not as fun for me when I have to keep rereading the line to get it right. It's just a bit easier to do it right first time, you know. Store has been secured with the mystic key. Okay, green hat guy must also be important. Gads, there's a giant rock in my path. And I'm so close to opening up my canal too. If only I had a wee bit of nitro powder, I could nap that rock in one pluff. Okay, so things are kind of chaining together here. And in general, that's another one of the things I like about the more old school Final Fantasies, the way that they have a bunch of these things kind of scattered around the world that are linking together. So we have Matoya. Matoya needs the crystal eye thing. The eye looks like it's been stolen by an elf that we need to find. There's also a keep, but the keep is, like, the entrance to the keep is blocked. This guy needs some nitro powder from the castle, so there's already a whole bunch of things at the moment that we need to kind of have a look at. So, yeah. Okay, so I think I've already had a look at this place. But for now, I don't have what I need. And I think we've been inside all of the rooms, right? Or have we? Hold on. Just double check. Alright. It was kind of funny also, in the last session I mentioned the whole like kind of screen tearing rippling effect thing. It didn't appear in recording, because the recording's in 30 FPS. I think that must have been the reason. It's funny because I saw, like, obviously I typed in the issue and I saw a lot of people discuss it on like Steam forums and that kind of thing. And one or two people were like, oh, it's weird, like when I recorded I didn't see it, but it was definitely really distracting while I was playing. I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, that's the situation. We can't really do anything here yet. So I think we visited a whole bunch of places, but we still don't have an answer for where we need to exactly be. Maybe we need to continue to head further west. So we'll see. There has been once or twice, like while I've been playing these games, where I've literally missed like a progression point by like the tiniest margin. I think for now, let's use that. We should be... I think I'm gonna... Should I go south or should I try and... I can't go south, I think, yeah. I'm gonna go back to the ship and try to sail more southwest this time. See what I find. Ooh, again an ambush. You're seeing, like, the ambush rate is high, man. And he's taking big damage there. But only 2 damage for Orin, which is much better. I'm gonna see what happens if you just defend. Let's do this. I feel like Locker's just been picked on a lot. He's needed a lot of healing. Yeah, they're tough. Hopefully this helps. It worked on one of them. We'll keep defending here. I'm not going to use another cure yet. Yeah, they're tough guys, man. They're not going down. Yeah, I guess as you can see, I mean, the top one, the darkness animation hit, but he still hit Orin, and he did more damage than the one below it, so all I can imagine is that the RNG is obviously more in your favor of either not being hit at all or like it doing low damage on a hit, but it's not, like, darkness doesn't seem as effective as it does in a lot of the other games, I think. Like, normally you would imagine if someone's hit with darkness, like, either they're completely ineffective with their physical attacks, but with this one it doesn't really work like that. We got pretty blasted here. We can't afford too many more ambushes from these guys if we want to make it safely. There we go. Big experience and a lot of gil. But I think potions are cheap enough that for now at least I'll use them to make sure I stay alive. So back on my trusty ship. Okay, there you go. A generous preemptive strike for a change. I think we'll just go out all-out attack here. Yeah. All 4 of us attacked and we still couldn't kill the chief. It's not too bad. Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. If the black mage and white mage can combine with their physical hits to kill an enemy, I'll take that. Now, we don't have any way to restore MP, so I feel like it's a bit of a bad idea to move forward. Well, we do have an ether. I'm going to keep going for a little bit. See if there's a place to undock here. Buccaneer. Oh boy. If these guys are really high level, then maybe again I've not gone the right way. We'll see. I think for now we'll just defend and see what happens. Try another dark against these guys. 22, yeah, that's not a good sign. But they did die in a 56, but they survived a 35, so it's not great. And we'll use our final cure here on Lock. Yeah, the cure's just not very strong. I don't know if the hammer's affecting it. It shouldn't be, from what we've seen so far, but I'm close enough here that I'm going to quickly go and restore some of my stuff. This time we have a shark. Yeah, so we're already out of MP. It just feels silly to head into like the next area of the game without any MP. $46, it's not enough. That's not good. Wow, what the hell? They have over like 105 HP? That's nuts. Yeah, so we should get the next set of turns here. I'm going to trust in the fact that these two can take out... Again, they should have been asleep. So I don't really get how sleep works in this game either. I feel like nothing missed any of its turns. So I think going back to have a quick rest is gonna help here. There you go. Big HP boost. Big HP boost. And a whole bunch of stats went up, so I think he must have rolled one of those 1 in 8s for some of these. Okay, intellect up. And intellect up. There we go. And more HP. Whew. Safety. So I think what I'll do, I'm gonna heal up here. And then I might head to the other place, Provoker, and try and see if I can get some higher level stuff before continuing the journey. Now that I understand how the weapons work a little better. Ah. Alright, at least it's back to goblins. I can just go straight here. But yeah, the HP difference between the white mage and the thief is interesting. Again, maybe it's because I got a little bit lucky and I got some HP boosts for the white mage that she wouldn't normally get. Could be that. Big eyes. Don't know what they can do. So for now, like with these guys, I'm going to try to go more flat out attack here. We haven't also been hit with any status effects yet. Which is good. 28's enough to kill as well. That's good. Oh, okay. There you go. That was nice. And a potion for our troubles. There you go. So, quick return here because I want to do some shopping. Okay, that's more like it. Especially once we get a couple of new things as well. I think I want some of the like level 2 spells as well now. Yeah, much more money now. So we should be able to actually spend it. And I think item-wise, I will buy maybe a few potions, but I don't need too much here. So, another look at this. I think already he's not taking that much damage. 640 is a lot, so I might lay off that one for now. Let's quickly equip a little more. Okay. I think I want to prioritize weapons and spells here. Okay, they were 250 I think, so I can basically get whichever ones I want. Yeah, I mean, obviously these ones, they seem really good, but in practice, in battle, I feel like they're not doing particularly great for me, but I think we've got to try. This will save me some items. And this is the entire party, I feel like probably a good idea. We've got Protect instead, so we can just do that if we really need it. So we'll do that for now. Anything that benefits the entire party, I feel like should take priority there. Okay. So we did that. Yeah, we'll take slow. And I don't know how long this lasts. I don't know if it's like for the rest of the battle thing. If it does, obviously this will, I think, do more damage than this. I think I might try it. My instinct says to go for this, but I'll try this. So you can't buy it and kind of stock it, I think. Right, so now we have this guy. I think the accuracy being high is generally working better for me, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, so this makes Auron a bit of a powerhouse at this stage. Nice. I think that's basically it. If I want to get the iron armor, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Oh god, I think I'm stuck. That's one of the things about the old school ones, you can get a bit stuck. I think this is the only way out of this bit. Alright. So yeah, I've got enough money for this as well. I think we should take it. I think that'll be good for a little while now. Okay. Maybe we can get rid of this. Doesn't exactly cost much, but hey. Sell the chainmail. It's only 32, but we'll sell it anyway. Right. I think still have 0 Phoenix Downs, but they're expensive, man. I think I'll buy 1 tent. Okay. Now we can continue the journey. I think it's better to do this back and forth, otherwise you're just going to run out of resources and just start dying a lot and grinding and stuff like that. It's just... I think this is the best way. Okay, so I think now we're going to really just start to go for it. That's bad. That is, but what is going on, guys? Again, like, literally I gave him a sword upgrade and he still did way less damage, but maybe the thief's weapon is just generally a better match against those guys. Or that accuracy is just making a big difference, I don't know. But I think that's still just one of the kind of very old school Final Fantasy things, like the way the accuracy mechanics and that kind of thing work, like you can just get big variations in the amount of damage that you do. This time really just gonna push out west. Wow. These ones, I guess, as long as there's not a chief in there, they're not too bad. Yeah, now we're starting to see some damage. I'm not really sure if the thief is going to learn anything particularly interesting here. Like, he doesn't yet have any kind of steal ability or anything like that. He just has the same options as a warrior. So we'll have to see.